First referee, Miss Jocelyn Del Rosario, international referee. Second referee, Mr. Erlindo Eusebio, national referee. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our PLDT High Speed Hitters. Let's begin with our team captain. She wears jersey number 3, Mika Irene Reyes. At number 12, Rhea Katrina Di Macolanga. Number 13, Del Palomata. At number 14, Michelle Catherine Morente. Number 15, Honey Royce Tubino. And number 17, Fiola May Ceballos. Starting libero is number 8, Kathleen Faith Arado. And head coach is Mr. Raud Ricafort. Calling on our guest team from Japan, Kurashiki Ablaze. Team captain wears jersey number 3, Oshima Kyoka. At number 10, Yano Yukino. Wearing jersey number 11, Hiraoka Akane. Number 15, Tamaru Asaka. Number 16, Tanabe Saki. And number 23, Kokoro Okuda. Starting libero is number 9, Kaoru Takahashi. Head coach, Mr. Hideo Suzuki. This match is under the regulation and supervision of the games.
Underway, and here are your starters. Start a new way to watch the PVL via the Filipinos Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos a month. Now, it's important against this Japanese team. And most Japanese teams, you have to start very strong. Can't wait for the game to come to you. You'll have to initiate PLDT, that is, the contact. They need it perhaps more than the visitors from Japan. What are your impressions of this Japanese team so far, Z?
You know, Sir Sev, if there's one thing that I noticed that has been consistent among the Japanese teams, it's really their fundamentals, their basics. It seems like they all started or they all learned this from one book or from one source, and then all the teams in Japan or whoever has trained in Japan exhibit these, you know, little things.
They seem to come from like, one tree, supposed to be.
And it just so happens, you know, like, for example, this is a Division 3 team. And then it's, you see remnants of, you know, since we've seen the Japanese team here in the VNL, the men's national team. It's just like a more elite version of what we're seeing here from Kurashiki Ablaze.
Good point. And they seem to, you know, when we play Thailand also, it seemed to be cut from the same vine, so to speak. In the meantime, here's a stab that is inside for Kokora. Yung names ng Japanese, depende kung mahaba o maiksi eh. Kung mahaba, they use their first name. Pag eksakto lang, yun ang ilalagay sa t-shirt.
It's like run. It's just run.
Yeah. Parang madali, parang kasya sa uniform eh. Morente blasts away, and here comes the beautiful set. And down the line, problematic. And let's go to Kyla for an early report.
All it takes is one win, and Kurashiki Ablaze is in. Hopeful to make their way to their first ever PVL finals, these Japanese girls tell me that they're feeling more motivated than ever. Now, earlier in the pregame, you guys already spoke about the contributions of Kyoka and Asaka, but Akane Hiraoka, their most recent POG, played a large role in securing their 3-game winning streak. When I asked her what she and her teammates still look forward to in this matchup, after already leaving PVL fans in awe of their skills, she told me that they will be proving to everyone that there's still a lot we haven't seen from them, and they do have some more surprises in store. Kaya naman, let's go back to enjoying this match, which you can experience better through the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Now back to you, Sir 7Z.
Thank you very much. time, the blocking of the Japanese intact. They jump out in front 5-1.
That's right. 2 back-to-back block points here for Kurashiki Ablaze. 1 in the middle and 1 in the left side. A 3-0 run here by these women in black.
Limakulangan sets it up. Tobino. Here comes the set. Asaka is denied, and PLDT gets on the ball in its second point.
I think that was Mitch Morente with that kill block, responding to the 2 consecutive blocks that made by Japan.
Mitch Morente all set to serve. The reverse set. Hinabol, but it was neatly done. It was sent to the opposite direction. You're right about there's some uniformity in the way they play, actually, so that when they form their national teams, it's not a problem. They already know, they seem to know the system and the fundamentals.
I was able to chat with Risa Sato at the fan stream the other day, and she was saying as a middle blocker, they still had to go through, you know, passing and defense. That's why, you know, when she played here, you can definitely tell that, because usually the middle blockers here in the Philippines would not give so much time on defense and passing, but with Risa Sato, you see her fundamentals or all the volleyball skills are present with her.
Yes. The attack is inside. By the way, Jocelyn Del Rosario, our international referee, is our first referee at the top. And downstairs we have referee Eusebio, who is manning the second referee position downstairs. Here's Palomata, and her gentle dink results in a point.
Spot there, seeing that they lack the libero and that rotation targeting the middle blocker.
Here's Palomata and her serve. Oshima with the nice set. This is cleanly done. No problem for Yukino Yano. As we hit the first technical timeout, we'll take a short break. It's 8-4 in favor of the visitors. Okay, Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. When play resumes, we'll begin at 8-4. Very difficult route for PLDT to make it into the finals. It's both in their hands and out of their hands. Ang volleyball, iba ang nuances kuminsan, lalo na yung short tournaments, wherein hindi naglalaban yung hindi round play, yung round, Group A against Group B, then crossover. But this is a short tournament, so we're making good. This is high up and out by Mika Reyes. That'll be the 9th point of the visitors from Japan.
Mika Reyes has been switching that starting 6 spot with Jessie De Leon, but so far right now still finding her groove. Here we go once again.
kept very much in play. Yukino fires. Morente has a hand on it. Rhea is there. Too long. Do you think PLDT is trying to hit it too deep? They're really targeting that end line more than anything else.
One thing that the spikers usually try to do when they have a solid blocker in front is trying to hit high, Sir Sev. Trying to, parang pa-check na lang sa kamay, kumbaga. But so far, 2 consecutive miss hits there by PLDT and one service ace.
Tanabe with a service ace, and Coach Rod wants to talk things over.
Wait lang, bumakot lang. Huwag nyo yung tayo sa baba tayo. Bubuhay na agad.
Simula na kayo sa gitna. Yung dalawa lang namin nilalaro. Pag gamit lock talaga. Wala ko. Isahan lang ulit, isahan lang.
Very simple instructions. By the way, in case you're interested, Kurashiki Ablaze is a team that plays for the Kurashiki City in Okayama Prefecture in Japan. Now, you're wondering how far is that away from all the other towns, cities we visit in Japan? Well, from Tokyo, it's 8 hours away.
Wow.
And from Kyoto, it's just 3 hours away. Of course, they have their bullet trains. So everything is just quick. In the meantime, back to the action. Here's Yukino. This shot, Arado has 2 hands on it. Nice set. Ang lambot ng kamay ng setter, ano? Very gentle and deft touch so that the spiker just, when it gets to the spiker, so easy to fire away at.
It looks so seamless and effortless as well, Sir Seb. Yun yung sinasabi namin the first time we saw this Kurashiki Ablaze. Parang mabagal but at the same time mabilis yung palitan ng bola.
Precise, eh.
Correct. Precision. Once again, a very strong Japanese branding.
Yes, indeed. And when our teams practice there and work out there, did you get a chance when you were did you get a chance to go to Japan when you?
No.
I know Coach Oliver brought a team there.
Yep.
And they were shocked to find out that the teams they were playing against practice in the morning, had a tune-up game with them, then practice again at night. Parang hindi natutulog. Well, that's the nature of Japanese volleyball, their dedication to this game, which the Japanese did not invent, but they had incorporated many of the nuances and the protocols we observe here. This is blocked, and it's inside. What is the value of having these foreign teams here with us participating in our tournament?
You know, Sir Seb, I've asked several coaches and athletes as well. One important thing is the knowledge that could be, learned from watching them, from playing against them. Hindi lang yung mga athletes, kundi pati yung coaches, yung mga techniques nila in rotation, in, as you mentioned, the nuances that they, have created for their own as well.
It's nice to exchange technology and gain skills, best practices, as they say in the corporate world. And ball was touched that by Takahashi Kaoru, one of the liberos of Japan. Here's the serve of Rhea de Maculangan. Shima check the horizon. Blocked, but Tobino has a one hand on it. Recycled offense does not curl over, and that will make it 13-7.
An error cutting PLDT's 3-0 run here.
Kurashiki Ablaze, number 10, Yano Yuki.
Yano will be serving. Uh-oh. Morente. Asaka. And yes, taking care of business, Asaka Tamaru, who had 19 points against F2.
Asaka Tamaru proving to be one of their go-to girls here for Kurashiki.
They all look so young and seemingly of the same age. When you say Division 3, no, may tiers yung kanilang division sa Japanese leagues nila, for both the men and the women, actually.
And if I'm not mistaken, the one that Jaja competes in is the first division.
Oh. Jaja Santiago, of course, has made Japan her official residence already. But when the national team came over to train, she became kapitbahay at kabayan nila. In the meantime, this is long and will make it 14-8.
Binawi itong ni Asaka yung kanyang attack point earlier with that trying to get that corner shot in.
I'm sure in the mind of the Japanese coach, Hideo Suzuki, he would like his team to still play at a high level, regardless of the status of the opponent that's trying to get into the next round. Asaka with a casual one-hander. Tobino is rejected and Roof nowhere to go.
That was actually a kind of a tight set. Kumbaga, tawagin namin trap set ba, Sir Sev? Kasi napakadikit na nga. There's almost no way out there when it's really tight at the net.
That's why it's called a trap. Boxed in, caged in. 15-8 here. PLDT, well, no matter what happens in this conference, they can look at some big wins here as Asaka on courts. Mika jumping up as the fake into the end zone. It'll count for
Mitch Morente hitting high, avoiding the blockers and the floor defenders to get a solid touch on that.
Complete contingent of Japan. Coaching, utility. Pero sila pa rin nagpupunas ng court kuminsan. On two, well done.
Oshima.
And we arrive at the second technical break. It is the Japanese side ahead, 16-9.
Watch every set, spike, live and lock on any device, anytime, anywhere. Download Pilipinas Live and subscribe for a special introductory offer of 99 pesos a month to enjoy extended pre- and post-game coverage, exclusive camera angles, multi-view streaming, and green in-depth stories. Follow Pilipinas Live on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to know more.
The best basketball players of the globe and cheer them on live inside the venues. The FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 single game pass is now available for as low as 499 pesos. Get your tickets at SM Tickets, Ticketnet or Philippines-ticketing.worldcup.basketball. By the way, Boom Gonzalez, happy birthday. Salamat sa donut. Ano pa hindi nila?
Pichi Pichi.
Lumpia
Ensaymada.
Shanghai.
Happy birthday, Boom!
And as Boom celebrates his 60th birthday. 60th.
Naku, hindi ka makakaalis dito, Sir Sev.
Tanggap na yan. 60 years na ho sa sportscasting yung si Boom Gonzalez. But Boom, marvelous job and congratulations on a happy birthday as well. In the meantime, Honey Royce, Tobino, Oshima with a reverse. Okay, PLDT is defending well. They're behind, but they're defending well. Oshima with a good sub. Asaka. Oh, naitas niya rin. Lalim ng kuha. Morente digs it over. Here's Oshima. Checks the field. Asaka. And goes to the court. I had a hand on it, but he's not in uniform. 17-9 is the count.
Again, as you mentioned, Sir Sev, matindi o matibay itong floor defense ng PLDT, but I guess they're struggling with converting those to attack points. As you saw earlier, free ball ang ibinalik sa Ablaze.
Now, just to put context, PLDT must win in at least 4 sets and hope for Creamline to fall along the way. The Finlanders is playing at a high level of late.
That's right, 3-setter match in the last game day against the Vietnamese guest team.
And they will still play this Japanese side. I think it's scheduled tomorrow before the finals on Sunday, which tomorrow, if it happens, it will be a preview of the finals. Saki, the Makulangan. One-handed attack. And Hiroshima is propelled backwards.
11.
Good setup there by Area de Macalangan, pushing a low and fast set to their ace fighter in Royce Tubino.
Buong-buo ang pangalan ni Honey Royce.
Honey Royce.
Tubino. Hindi ho Rose yan. Honey Royce. Good track down by the libero. In play, high up, and settable. Palomata. Oshima goes the other direction. It is a check ball.
Again, PLDT cannot afford to be returning easy balls to the other side of the court. And as we saw earlier, better efficiency ang nagagawa nito ang Kurashiki Ablaze and now Ayane, their service specialist here.
And her full name is Ayane Watanabe. And her serve is in play. The Makulangan. Tubino. Oshima. Ayane has to chase it down. Oh, we've got a lively exchange. The first long rally between these two. It is out. Big hit by Honey Royce. Tubino.
Back-to-back points for Tubino. Now on her way to the service line.
Alam mo si Royce, pagka nag-grit ng pipi niya, nakita ko nung last game na ginawa mo, sinabihan niya yung coach, challenge nyo, challenge nyo.
Gigil.
Sabi ko, i-challenge nyo, matakot kayo.
And if there's one way to describe Honey Royce Tubino, it's the intensity.
Oh no, kahit nung araw pa. Regardless of what team she plays for.
Yes.
It's 12 against 19. And the Japanese, who are leading currently, Takeo Kokoro with the serve. That punches through for Fiona Ceballos.
Fiona Ceballos delivering an early point there. Another one up for their first ball attack or first ball kill.
How would you compare the Japanese and Thai teams in terms of systems play? May similarities ba o differences?
I think now it's really the speed and the precision.
Okay. Sino mas mabilis? Thailand?
I think it's the Japanese still, yes.
They are, as you said, to begin with, fundamentally sound. Walang tigil kakadrill yung mga yan eh. And that is not a problem for Yano Yukino.
Sabi nga ni Risa, di talaga daw titigil yung practice or yung drill hanggat hindi nakukuha ng tama ng mga athletes.
Historically, in the 1964 Olympic Games, when Japan and the game of volleyball was introduced in the Olympics, Japan shocked the whole world, beating the Soviet Union by showing the world that you can roll on the floor, keep the ball alive, and beat a much taller Soviet Union team. This one is long. Ang lalim pumano ni Fiona. Ang lalim.
Yeah.
Pero sabi mo nga, she was trying to avoid the blockers. She ended up hitting long.
Actually, in one of the timeouts, in the first timeout that Coach Rad called, he was saying na iwas block lang. So they're trying to, you know, try to catch the fingertips, but Mika Reyes definitely avoiding her blockers that time.
You know, this Reyes de Maculangan law office is beginning to have more and more clients over the years. And we have the first appearance of Sayaka Tanida. Sayaka is wearing number 4.
Team captain, Ryan de Maculangan.
De Maculangan to serve. This team is down by 7 as of the moment. Oshima with the set. Yukina is blocked. Oshima recycles. Blocked, reset, recycled. Oshima finds finds the open space over there. Ang ganda ng mata niya.
Way to see that empty spot and at Kata Arado's area as well.
Hello, dun sa likod, wala kang tao.
Little miscue there between Tubino and Arado.
Eh, tapos sa volleyball, when it's over your shoulder, it's usually, and you're in the end line, it's usually outside. Hindi pa, malayo eh. Reyes. Oshima dinks it over. Here comes Ceballos. Good dive to the floor. Asaka. And gets it to bite.
Again, it's the control that has been, dictating the outcome of this match for the Japanese team. Kahit ba sinasacrifice na nila yung katawan nila to put the ball up, it still goes to where it should be.
Saka ano, no, when the way they fall for the ball, there's a similarity, ano? Parang they've drilled this time and again.
Parang it's the most efficient way to fall.
Yes.
and to get back up.
Oshima, Asaka, and she just pounds the block and the floor defense and brings her team to set point.
Asaka once again tooling her blockers, getting the point.
You know, it also starts with a good first ball of the Japanese. When it lands in Oshima's hands, it's like a feather that arrives to her. Here's the Makulangan. Nice touch! It's on the ground and playable. There's a challenge. I think it's on the floor already and playing nila. Yun ang nature ng challenge. Even when the ball is in play, you can make the challenge.
Coaching staff of PLDT is pretty confident that that ball landed on the floor.
I find it hard to call. It's hard. I'm sure when you're on the floor, it's easier to see.
Okay.
Diba? When you're playing, mas madaling makita. Pag nasa side, medyo...
I think it's the years of playing the sport as
So
well.
what do you think with this one?
Hindi ko nakita, Sir Sir.
Okay. Mabilis. Oh,
Mabilis.
Ito. Tulungan ka nito.
Oh, I think there was a floor touch. Yeah.
So,
Challenge is successful. Point. Answer.
they'll give the point to PLDT.
Yes.
Now,
Great to call that one early in that sequence.
PLDT saving a set point. 24-15 score. Asaka is about to attack. And succeeds.
Kurashiki Ablaze.
Just like that, on cue, their best scorer in Asaka ends that first set after 3 consecutive points, attack points at that.
Kamaru Asaka already registering 8 points at the end of the first set. So at the end of the first exchange here, the first frame reached 25-15 in favor of Kurashiki Ablaze. Yan po ang score matapos ang first frame. Ang ating first set, new streaming experiences also await you via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. And there were good moments for PLDT, but it was a dominant performance nonetheless by Kurashiki Ablaze.
Again, the recurring theme here for this Japanese squad has been the control, the precision that we have been seeing since they played their first match. Today is actually their fourth match in this semi-final round. Unblemished record so far, and so far with a higher chance in getting that last ticket to the finals.
Well, the nature of the schedule is that they're still scheduled to play Creamline, that is also undefeated in the run of the tournament. The undefeated run began with a win against the Vietnamese team that has yet to score a win here. And take a look at the numbers.
Almost in all departments, Kurashiki Ablaze have been dominant. 15 attacks to 11, equalizing the block department, and 2 service aces. And again, I remember early in the set, pagdagdag kumpiyansa din yun getting block kills and using that momentum all throughout the match, getting little runs, thrice, all in set number 1 and ending very dominantly with a 25-15 score.
Just about ready to send you into the start of the second set. Best of 5, of course. Now, if Kurashiki hangs on to a 2-set love lead here, it will be extremely difficult for PLDT. So they want to make something happen over this last bid to make it to the finals. They'll have to do it here in the second set. Overpass, but oh boy, Oshima simply putting a hand on it.
Oshima has been getting a few attack points there, doing a place over on 2.
Oshima has registered 4 points across her name. Morente fires and nobody could handle it. Even Saki, who was right in front of that ball.
Michelle Morende, one of the PLDT High Speed Hitter that has been consistently getting points there in set number 1.
It's been a good conference for Mitch, for Hani Royce Tubino, for Arado, for PLDT actually. Ceballos with another coming out conference, and Tubino, excellent. Tubino had that stellar game in the 3-set win against F2.
Royce Tubino, always the go-to girl of any team she joins.
Lagi siyang threat eh.
Of course.
Hindi pwedeng bitawan, hindi kailangan alamin mo where she is. Off the block, but out of reach in the back row. Kyla Kingsu has an update. Kyla?
Now, we all know how crucial this game is for the high-speed hitters. Keep their final bid chances alive. In the words of their last POG, Fiola Ceballos, she told me that ngayon daw matetest yung patience and perseverance nila to make the cut. Fiola shared that they had their final viewing yesterday where the dedication and drive of her team were at its peak. Naging very vocal daw yung mga teammates niya. Everyone with insightful inputs for strategizing against a team like Kurashiki Ablaze. With that said, let's see how they apply all that and hopefully coming back this set number 2. Now let's go back to enjoying this match, which you can experience better through the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Now back to you, 7Z.
Thank you very much, Kyla. In the meantime, the ball is being fought for, and that dig pass is, yung nagbigay sila ng free ball sa kabila. Mataas.
It's for their blockers to be able to set up.
They buy them some time.
Yes.
Tubino hammers the block, and it's still being played out on the other side. Gentle touch, and Reyes sees a bit of an opening and capitalizes on it.
What a rally there between these two teams. I guess the first of a solid rally here in this match. Mika Reyes avoiding once again her blockers there, getting her points.
Mika Reyes, she also has Asian Games experience. Shima. Oh, Oh, look at that. Ceballos keeping it very much in action. Here comes the set. The attack. Rejected. Chance. Okay, another long rally beginning to unfurl here. Oshima.
Asaka with a very high attack efficiency rating so far after that first set, getting a 46.67%. So halos 50% ng pinapalo niya ay pupuntos.
And Tamaru so far has collected 10 points. Keep in mind, she had 19 against F2. Tubino is spoiled. And she wanted it back because feeling niya hindi niya napihit ng maayos yung kamay niya. Watch this.
And again, against a single blocker as well. It looks like this Japanese team did their homework really well.
Oo. May nagbabasa ng laro ng iba. Alam mo naman nowadays, available ng lahat sa social media yan. Nice tip by Palamata. Wise move by Red and Makulangan to reverse it.
Again, the middle blockers of PLDT has been scoring really well here. But with a poor first pass, that will be a challenge.
We have the count at 5 against 4. The Ablaze ahead. Alam mo pala sa website nito, ang lalim ng bench nila. They have several versions of their teams. They can change it at any time and beat them through. Samantala, that is delivered upon and PLDT finds a way.
Look at that. Two blockers going up against Del Palomata because in that last sequence, nakapunto siya eh. And I guess, as much as they distribute the ball, mas mahihirapan itong Japanese team.
And trying to find out who to block. In the meantime, Ceballos managed to get it up, but the direction of the ball rather was not helpful. And Kurashiki now with a 1-point lead.
Way to chase that ball down. Not enough length or floor area there for Mitch Morente to put it up.
And this is a team that, you know, when they selected this team, parang pwede nating kamatch eh. Hindi masyadong matangkad. Division 3. Kung Division 1, wala. Baka bugbog tayo all throughout. Ano, ha?
And again, I think that's the point for education here, having them come visit and play against us. Kasi nga, nakikita natin, same profile, the height, the speed pwedeng i-train. Best opportunity to learn talaga having foreign teams around.
And I guess we're getting lessons, and you can only, based on your conversations with Risa Sato, of course, and the reports of our colleagues as well, how hard this Japanese team practices, but even the unusual amount of practice can't help you when the opponent gets a lucky break at the net.
Service is there by Royce Tubino. Look at that low clearance too.
Tontuwa si Annie Royce. Sabi niya, "Ay, salamat. Walang blocker." Morente hard at work on that line. Ceballos long.
Outside shot, Ceballos. 7-all.
Look at the sneaky. They'll challenge it, but it was a nice smile by Fiola. In. Pabulong-bulong pa eh.
I mean, it's cool to see how these athletes and the coaches would have that little consultation before putting that card up.
Sabi nga siya, walang tatalo doon sa Honey Rose to be challenge ko. Hindi, ano siya, with conviction, naniwala siya na check ball eh. Samantala, our challenge crew reviewing that last play. What do you think?
Looks like it's gonna get, Again, with these challenges, kahit konting kalapit lang sa linya, inside yun. Well, look at that. PLDT with the first chance to go to technical timeout with 8, serving 6.
Experience world-class basketball action at home with Sinlo's FIBA World Cup pay-per-view offer. This is for only 650 pesos. Watch all games from start to finish. No commercial breaks and in high definition. Plus access to exclusive FIBA shows. Visit signal.tv for more details. The FIBA World Cup pay-per-view is also available to satellite subscribers. PLDT is ahead in the second set, 8-6. They lost the first set. On your screens, she's been having a hot hand so far, and what else is new? She's their go-to person.
Tamaro Asaka, the one that ended that first set.
In the meantime, Akane taking care of business there. Akane Hinoka.
Number 16, Saki Tanabe.
Tanabe serving. Ceballos and the libero has done a good job. Kaoru.
Oh, wow. Yukino opting that line, down the line hit, equalizing us here in set number 2.
The name of the Japanese libero is Kaoru Takahashi. In the meantime. And the libero inside. That's where the Makulangan does. The Makulangan.
Serving a taste of their own medicine in that sequence.
Ganda ng feed kasi ni Arado. Exacto.
Serving for PLDT.
PLDT slightly ahead. 9-8 dito sa second set. Sabi ni Oshima, anything you can do, I can do as well.
We're tied at 9.
Again, a lot of opportunities, a lot of things can happen when the first ball goes perfectly into the hands of your setters.
Kahit na mahirap na nung recovery na yun, ano, napalambot pa nung receiver doon. Tabla po tayo sa 9 dito sa ating second set.
Serving for Kurashiki Ablaze.
First set went 25-15. Ceballos is foiled, but they have a chance to reset. Ceballos gets it to ball.
10, serving 9.
Targeting that cross-court angle there. Another point against Japan's libero.
She ended up sprawled on that floor.
Serving for the high speed.
PLDT, the high-speed hitters with a slight lead. They haven't been able to establish a much bigger lead, more than 2 points. In the meantime, it's a check ball, and we're tied again at 10.
Osaka's now in front. Their scoring machine delivering that first attack kill.
Takeo Kokuru is also in the front line right now. The Makulangan, Ceballos tips it over. Tracked down by Saki. And toughly done.
Asaka with back-to-back attack points. Talagang sulit every time she rotates in front.
And she doesn't look like it, but she has a mean wallop, really. Ceballos. Her version, and PLDT unable to lift it high. Kurashiki now leads by 2.
Biggest lead here by Kurashiki with 2 points. Again, blocking has been consistent for these girls in black.
It's the first line of defense, you know. It can deflect the ball, soften it.
And the thing is, they don't even jump that high.
You know, that's a valuable observation. In the meantime, Morente pummels that through and cuts down the lead to 1. Because as you pointed out, and we talked about this, you know, blocking is technique and timing. Hindi pataasan ng lundag yun eh. Taas nga lundag mo, bilis mo naman bumaba.
Or mali naman pwesto mo.
Mali rin pwesto mo. Mali rin yung kamay mo. Actually, coaches don't critique your jumping. They critique your hand position more than anything else. Linis mo ng konti. Kaliwa mo. Score natin. Tabla po tayo sa 12 dito sa second set. Both teams battling ferociously here. Di makulangan. Tubino says, hello.
Look at that quick wrist action there by Royce Tubino. Not necessarily the most powerful hits you see from her, but the wrist, the follow through was there.
Yung decision making ni Rhea, no? Where you go. Veteran smarts niya, no? Who has the best shot? Oshima.
Oh, wow. Look at that angle.
Hirap ng angulo na. Papunta sa iyo yun.
Kala nila ata kasama ko. Naka-red din tayo, Sir Sev.
Saki. I-lift mo sana.
Wow, look at that.
May mga komentaryo yung mga coaches. Bibigyan ko ng headset lahat to.
Si Royce daw late. Kasalanan ni Royce. Mabawian daw niya. Ooh, tight.
Tinaas ni Mitch Morente. Tubino sees an opening. Japanese hard at work covering the empty space. Ano yan? Antena yata. Mama yata sa antena.
Challenge on the floor by PLDT for the net touch.
Net touch.
Challenge number 3, net touch. PLDT.
In that last attack sequence, somebody touched the net. We just don't know who it was, but these ladies in red were confident that
Sino aamin?
sila, yung Japanese team daw yung sumabit sa net.
Japan now working with their other libero, Nana Fujimura, who wears number 20. Talaga, pagka Chinese, dramatic talaga yung music. Feeling ko talaga may mga liam na lalabas.
Circus Peria na pala.
Ano kaya, gladiator.
Now, kind of difficult job to find which sequence they need to replay there.
Oh, kasi nakaba din ng rally eh, no? Sometimes it could be an extended rally, so finding the exact spot
Right.
can also be challenging. But we're on it. We're on it. Second set action. Here we go.
Oh, there you go. Saki. Clearly touching the net.
Point and serve.
Coach Rod looks really pleased there. I told you so, sabi nga
Parang sila
niya.
yung nakascore ng point eh. Parang yung nanalo ang F2 sa Chocomucho, yung dulo na.
Oh, goodness.
Buhay pa
Yes.
sila.
Yes.
Tapos na dapat. Biglang challenge!
Pauwi na nga yung mga fans nila eh.
Uh-oh.
Overball.
And Tobina says, I got this. And I think she felt she may have hit it. But PLDT with a 2-point lead.
Unusual sight to see. An overpass from Ablaze.
Grabe nga, ang laki-laki sa net niyan.
Nino.
Pag na-miss mo pa, pambihira ka. Block!
Oh, wow.
And long, but outside.
Saki there with her version of a check ball.
By the way, Omura Wako, wearing number 1, is already on the floor for Japan. So Japan using a little more of its roster. The serve and play. Dug up. Morente. Set up. And it's a check ball.
As well as a net infraction there called by the second referee.
So the 2-point lead just fizzles out, dissolves just like that. Di makulangan to Tobino. Cuts it up. Good track down by Wako. Back row at work. Ceballos is there. Di makulangan. Tobino fires and gets it to go.
Yun yung sinasabi ni Coach Val na just hit high enough to check your blockers. And just like that, Royce Tubino again sending in us to the second technical timeout.
Dig and block on any device, anytime, anywhere. Download Pilipinas Live and subscribe for a special introductory offer of 99 pesos per month to enjoy extended pre- and post-game coverage, exclusive camera angles, multi-view streaming, and read in-depth stories. Follow Pilipinas Live on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to know more.
Welcome back to the PVL. We all know that volleyball is a mind game, but it can also be a head game. Here in our V-Reel for today, you're seeing some of our players from Kurashiki Ablaze having some fun before heading out on the court for game time. You know, I jokingly asked her if bouncing the ball on their heads and doing handstands were routinary, but she just laughed it off and said that it was all just for fun and to lighten up the mood for such intense games here in the PVL. And well, you never know, maybe this is their secret good luck charm for their wins. Back to you, 7Z.
Wow. Did you see that, Sir
Wow.
Sam?
Thanks a lot, Kyla. Yung head, yung bola nilalaro sa ulo. Well, panahon ng World Cup ng football. Okay yan, naintindihan ko yan.
Correct.
Pero yung yung handstand,
Handstand.
baka the circus is in town, malay ko.
May perya nga.
May perya talaga. Tubino. Japanese not hitting as intensely as they possibly could. And it is PLDT gaining the upper hand with 17-16.
Again, PLDT pushing themselves to always, you know, get that point in every sequence.
Ito typical Japanese style of coaching. They rest their starting lineup long stretches. Ito second unit na itong pinadala. Alam mo,
you're right,
alam mo, yung bola ng Japan, ito volleyball player, alam mo ito, madali iputo. Because hindi kasi lakas ng palo ng starting lineup. Well, Saki and Akane are still there though. Okay, our visitors from Vietnam watching on. Jumped over and scored upon.
Del Palumbata towering over blockers there.
Jesse De Leon sees action for the first time. Palomata goes out. Mika Reyes returns to the floor. Our score 18-17. PLDT needs a win here today. Cannot be in 5 sets. It has to be 4. Well, it's not going to happen in 3 anymore.
Back-to-back service errors there.
Not the time for the miscues. Asaka comes back in. This is Tamaro. Asaka Tamaro, their prolific gunner. Yukino Yano all set to uncurl her serve. It's in play. Morente handles it well. Reyes.
Oh, wow.
Big chase down by Fujiwara. Reyes the fake. Ceballos blasts. Wako sets. Tubino lifts it high. Ceballos cuts it up. Wako drops to the deck. Tubino is right there. Ceballos. Matagal-tagal ito. Ay! They still got it. Miss-hit, pero they got it.
Dumaplis lang sa mga daliri nitong si Akane. Let's watch that one more time. But again, bantay na si Asaka on the other side. And Akani with a little push.
And that's why you do those difficult drills to strengthen those wrists. Ceballos, long. But inside. It's considered a check. The coach asking, should I challenge? Nah, never
Pero
mind.
umamin.
Never mind. The coach asked, actually, Hideo Suzuki had actually asked. Wako. Hindi pinilit. Arado says, tabi dyan. Ceballos. She's now unable to put it on the floor.
I mean, look at also where Wako's blocking.
And the double block. Candado Sarado.
Solid block point there by Mitch Morente and Mika Reyes.
And in a sporting gesture, Mitch quickly apologized. There she is. I like that in badminton and volleyball, actually. Sorry. Hindi sinasadya. Nangyayari. 1 point lead. Oh, Arado. Too hot to handle.
Asaka still reliable. And that's her first rotation being in front.
Yeah.
We got 20 all.
And Asaka has registered 14 points. Does she get a curl? This one won't. Akane. Hiroka tried to get it across. Pwede hipan yun. Hihipan niya yun. Kala mo kaya hipan, ano? Bigat ng volleyball na yan.
PLDT logging in a lot of service aces here in set number 2. Kaya napatawag ng timeout itong Kurashiki Ablaze.
相手のサーブなんかよく見て、でちょっとカットがやっぱり乱れてきとるから、しっかり A カット入れて、ミドルを使って、ミドルからのサイドの攻撃でしっかり、OK、時間差で攻めていこう。落ち着いて。
ハーブ出るときの呼び返ししっかり頼むね。いけるときいけないとき。まだいけるよ、まだいけるよ。はい、最高。
Of course, when the Japanese say hi, it means yes. Iba yun sa atin. Sa atin, tara. And when the women yell, tara, the coaches are not talking.
It's good to see, not just the head coach, but their team captain as well leading in the timeouts.
Dalawa ang lamang ng PLDT. Arado. Tobino. Morente deciding what to do. Keeps it in play. Here's a set for Tobino. Free ball. Regalo pero hindi na dinan. Tobino hooks it in. Handled well. Back out. Talo si Tobino. Wako beating Tobino there.
Wako and the rest of the Kurashiki Ablaze rejoicing after that joust. Look at that. Undersized pero walang problema, says Wako.
To be untrained eye, mukhang nasuntok ni Wako. Bagsak si Tobino pero it's not. The velocity and the momentum of the ball propelling Tobino to the floor, really. Good hands by Wako, actually. Tibay ng wrist niya. Sabi ni Tobino, tibay kayo dyan. Eto, titira ko yan. Morente! Solid hit!
Mitch Morente with that emphatic spike down the line against the libero once again.
You know, PLDT is staring at Kurashiki Ablaze and not blinking a bit. We know it's hard, but we'll try as best as we can to take this game, or even just one set at a time. Mika Reyes, it gets a good crawl. And out of
Asaka getting a point.
You know, you can't rest against this Japanese team. You thought you have them by the ropes at 23-21, then they come back alive.
Yes.
Tomaro Asaka. Tobino. And the cut shot brings them to set point.
Joyce Tubino with a variation there. Good to see also her growth as an outside hitter. Usually, you always see a power spike from Royce Tubino.
Parang kuminsan, pipilit niya ng dadaanin niya sa lakas na just being a little versatile and prudent as well. Wako with the set. And good delivery. That time by Yano. Yano has collected 6. PLDT will talk things over.
A gentle reminder to our beloved audience. It is further to take videos of he will be escorted
Right now, the
Huwag nyo na ipilit dito yung receipt sa office para mapagsunuran. Sa gitna pa rin tayo. Lela, kuha. Huwag nyo nalay. Yung target pa rin natin. Isahan tayo. Ako, yung receipt dadaan. Pero pag unahan na.
PLDT!
Very lively game we have here. We hope you're enjoying. We hope you're safe and out of the rain. Glad you could join us in Filipinas Live, One Sports Plus, and Signal Play. That's Samantha and Z Herbasha. Go ahead, Z.
Speaking of Pilipinas Live, Sir Zev, they have a poll running right now asking us which player will score the most today. So far, Asaka with 66% versus Ceballos with 34%. I think kailangan na isama din si Ceballos dito sa rank na to.
And look at this. PLDT stays very much alive. Takes a set away from Kurashiki Ablaze. They're winning 25-23 after losing the first set at 25-15. We will have the third set ready for you after this. Okay, new streaming experiences also await via the Filipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. And this Japanese team, they lost that second set, but very much in the position of their world champion teams. Our dear friend, columnist Al Mendoza was reminding me through a message that Japan has won the world championships. They've won the gold medal in the Olympics as well. And they've always been a world contender. And Z has an even better point over the fact that generations of volleyball players seem to play with the same system, so that even if you change the parts, that seems to be not a problem for this Japanese national teams.
That's right, and it has been somewhat evident, especially how, you know, the VNL and their men's national team has been here for 2 years in a row already. And, you know, for sure, fans have picked up on that as well. As we check out the set 2 statistics, again, after Kurashiki winning in set number 1, 25-15. Bumawi itong PLDT, 25-22. Tabla lang in terms of attacks. Blocking, Kurashiki still up there by 1. But aces, I guess, yun yung medyo nanginig itong Kurashiki Ablaze when they get aced a lot by PLDT.
You know, when they changed some of the parts of their lineup, they fell out of place, fell out of rhythm. I understand that the coach wanted to give him and the other players a chance to get their feet wet on our particular court. And in the meantime, we await the start of the third set. The first set went the way of Kurashiki, 25-15, 25-23. Was the second set with PLDT obtaining that second. So hope springs eternal for PLDT,
Yes.
no matter how small the chances are of making it into the next round. But I think they'll play most likely. If not, if they don't make it, baka yung battle for third. But I'm getting ahead of the story.
So far, a little bit more statistics here head-to-head between PLDT Kurashiki. In set number 1, digging was more in favor of the Japanese squad. But in set number 2, napakalayo din ang nilamang ng PLDT. Talking about 20-12 in favor of PLDT in that set number 2. Samantalang set number 1, 23-13 naman.
You know, a bit of concentration dip or loss happened to Kurashiki in that second set. They were not as fluid, not as intense probably as they were in that first set. As we welcome you to set number 3. Sef Sarmenta, Herbacio, joining all of you wherever you are catching us. And we've got Kyla Kinsu patrolling the beat. In the meantime, first point is on the board.
First point here on Royce Tubino, one of their leading scorers so far here. Hindi nga lang nakasama sa poll natin in that Pilipinas live poll. Sa ulitin natin, meron tayong poll kasalukuyan. Which player will score the most today? So it was a matchup between Asaka from Kurashiki Ablaze and Ceballos for PLDT. So far, Asaka with 66%, while Fiola Ceballos with 34%.
Yun ang mga opinion nila na sino yung mag-i-score na marami. No? So, 66% si Asaka, si Ceballos ay 34. Samantala, mga alog yun neto. Setup job, Tubino. Excellently done by Takahashi. Asaka uncorks. Tubino says, take that. Looks long, yes it is. Let's ask Carla to make a report.
Well, the stakes are indeed high for PLDT in this matchup, but their great infectious energy seems to be doing wonders for them as they took that second set away. You know, 7-0 with foreign teams here in the PVL. It's always nice to hear about their experiences in Manila. And you know, when I asked their captain, Hyoka Oshima, what their biggest adjustments have been like since playing here, she shared that one of the things they aren't so used to is the huge fan base of volleyball, as well as of our different PVL teams. Kaya one of their constant reminders to one another is to shut off all external noise. And well, after losing that second set, it is critical for the Kurashiki Ablaze girls to ensure that they're all locked in and on the same page if they want to get their momentum back. Now let's go back to enjoying this matchup, which you can experience better through the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Now back to you, 7Z.
I have two suspicions. Kyla can speak Nipongo.
I was thinking the same thing.
But on the other hand, I'm sure there's an interpreter for the team. And Kyla, an excellent report as we get into the minds of our very, very gracious visitors who seem to be enjoying.
Yes.
Alam mo, kasi 2 or 3 years tayo nakagulong ng pandemic. Traveling is such a joy. And the Japanese love to discover things around the world, exactly. And this is their way of improving their team also. Laro kayo sa labas.
Again, we're so grateful that, you know, we have 2 foreign teams joining our tournament this year. Because last year, I remember, there was a Japanese team who was supposed to come here.
Yes.
Pero again, COVID protocols, hindi rin sila natuloy.
I think the most we had was the VNL arriving. And I remember in that tournament, half of the Thai women's team was positive. a collection of replacements. Anim yun dumating. Buti na lang malapit lang ang Thailand. Samantala, free ball. Hindi diniinan. Japan on the attack. Cam finds the open spot and they gain the upper hand with that dink.
3 straight points for Kurashiki in this last sequence. Nobody there on the side of PLDT to pick up that ball.
Di makulangan. Ceballos hammers it through 2 blockers. Ceballos with 9 points in the game.
Ceballos again, we focused on her during the pre-game features. You know, highlighting how she's stepped up in Jove Prado's spot. Of course, we're wishing her speedy recovery. Itong si Jove Prado, nakita natin din watching from the sidelines.
You know, when Jove came around just after that injury, we had the chance to talk to her, and she said, I asked her, ano meron? Hindi ko alam, sir. Gano'ng katagal ba? Hindi ko rin alam because she wasn't sure yet. The results had not come out yet.
Okay.
So eventually later on the results, yung ACL tear. Hello! Walang tao sa bahay! Yukino Yano knocking on the door. Nobody opened it. She just said, I'll leave a message.
Seems like PLDT has been anticipating hard-driven spikes here, but so far Kurashiki has been scoring off of like tips, off-speed shots.
Kurashiki with a 2-point lead. In the meantime, some soft stuff from Ceballos. Bukas na naman. That same sweet spot has been the target of Kurashiki Ablaze, and they arrive at the technical timeout break. The first one at 8-5. Okay. Okay, now we're going to experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block on any device, anytime, anywhere via Pilipinas Live. Download the app now and subscribe for only 99 pesos a month. We have real-time statistics about that poll of ours. Parang eleksyon.
Diba? We got a cheer meter over on Pilipinas Live, PLDT versus Japan. So far, PLDT with 65% cheers, samantalang Japan with 35%. Talagang Go Pilipinas ang title ata, no, Sir Seb?
Why not? And I'm not surprised. Oh, good recovery downstairs by Fiola. Fiola says, hello, they will challenge. I can tell. Mukhang bagsak ang bola. Ang paglilinis ng sahig. Tunog-tunog.
Again, it's the Japanese culture.
Yeah,
Each and everybody has that
But you know, they tried that in the 88 Olympics, and everybody had a rag. And they said, then they eventually said, let's not do it. Not everybody could do it correctly. Yeah, really.
Not up to their standards.
Yeah, but the Japanese, that's a normal part of their game ritual. Meron sila nung sariling pampunas no? Bawat isa sa kanila. 9-6, wag lang may halo yung sa floor tapos gagamitin din sa katawan.
Sa mukha pa.
Oo. 9-6 po ang bilang natin. Kurashiki Ablaze of Kurashiki City, Japan. Our Division 3 Volleyball League of Japan, Japan V-League visitors currently ahead. Sets are tied, one apiece. Long.
Outside shot, Morente.
And that'll make it 10-6 here in the third set.
So far, a 5-0 run here in favor of Kurashiki Ablaze. PLDT still finding a solution to get 1 point.
And to stop the Japanese from scoring, this one is a start.
There you go, Mika Reyes with her forte running shot.
That's why Lasal was so hard to beat in the old days when Mika would do the runner, then Abby Maranyo would do it. Hindi mo alam saan nanggagaling yung atake. In the meantime, 7-10.
Very comfortable in that play.
Galing po mag-distribute ni Fajardo. In the meantime, it's in the air. Di makulangan. Good fake. Morente is rejected. They recycle the offense. Tobino. Hello, my name is Honey Royce Tobino.
Honey Royce Tobino ending that rally. They try Mika, they try Mitch, but Royce Tobino will be the one getting the point for the high-speed hitters.
5 points in the first set, 9 in the second. And she's added 3 more out of her 17. In the meantime, the general touch works as well. And the Kurashiki Ablaze advanced by 2. Tsaka ano, yung Japanese team, di sila nararattle. Chill. Chill lang. We'll get the point back. Rhea with a twisting set. Here comes Osaka. Rejected but out.
Miyakane with that good coverage. Again,
Sorry, go ahead, please.
efficiency rating for these Japanese squads, every time they pick up a good first ball is so high.
Oh, yes, that's a good point. Tobino, her shot being played out close to the net. And nobody home. Just wanted to mention that Asako Tamaru has already scored 18 points. We have a timeout asked for by Coach Rad of PLDT.
Double block, single block, walang block. Ano gagawin natin? Mag-single block, wala naman yung kukuha sa gilid. Kunin nyo na muna. Same pa rin naman yung iwan. Isahan pa rin naman yung iwan eh. Execution lang talaga ng palo. Huwag nyo nang madaliin masyado. 4 pwede pa rin. Iwan pa rin sila. Go, go. Isahan ulit. Isahan ulit.
When I become rich and famous, and I can afford a volleyball team, I'm gonna get the coaching staff made up of the cool dudes. Raul
Naming.
Aaron, Velas.
And
Mga cool.
mga cool lang.
Pero to balance things out, para lahat sila masipag, si Kung Fu Reyes sa isa sa para mag-behave.
Balanse.
Balanse.
But again, that was a good point that Coach Rad mentioned, that nakakapalo naman, nakakagawa naman ng play, but sometimes, you know, when they spike the ball sakto sa tao, nadedepensahan, or kahit man lang chumek, bumabagal in favor of the Japanese squad, just like this.
By the way, yung coach's lineup ko na yun, men's pa lang yun. Yung coach mo sa FPU, kukunin ko sa women's team ko. Pinasalak, of course. But back to reality. Yasaka! And Katarad is so disappointed. You know, you feel it for the liberos because they're there. Tama pwesto. Hindi lang maitaas. Kasi lumampas sa tenga. Tingnan nito.
Little misreading there on the side of Catarado. Kung medyo, again, the libero's job is to, kumbaga, supplement the blocker's job. Kung anong side or area yung kinukuha ng blockers, dapat yung libero, andun siya. But I guess in that sequence, Catarado trying to block or defend the ball, but chumek nga, so nalihis.
Rayat, what do they call it? It's a double or net. Looked also like a double contact, but referee Del Rosario is all over that play. I love seeing Josie Del Rosario when she's around. either referee na sa BNL yun, ha? Either first or second referee. International referee.
Oh, wow.
That's still alive. Hello, reverse. Well done. Kept in play that time by Akane. And it's dead in the water.
Again, Akane, the middle blocker for Kurashiki, has been defending so well.
Yes, and the basics, their basics are still intact. Second technical timeout is on your board. Back soon.
Following this match, we will have Vietnam versus Signal.
Join us for the second semifinal match this afternoon. Vietnam's Kim Rakang versus the Signal. HSH Fighters.
Get unparalleled access to all the games on any screen or device. Signal TV as you cover from opening day up to the finals. Watch the world play in the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023. It's all going to happen on Signal, and you can watch it there. In the meantime, look at that. The setters taking on each other in those numbers.
Oshima versus Di Maculangan, definitely leaders of their own team.
And we have a net touch. Referee Eusebio making that call. Our official count is 17-8. A big run by the Japanese.
Yes.
Long stretch of not being able to score. That's PLDT on the floor, but alive. Well done. Ganda ng pektos ng bola. Tobino. Si Roy sabi niya, ba't buhay pa yan? Tinignan talaga yung bola. Asak. Narado is there. Here comes the lift to the back row. Track down. Well done. Cool. Asaka. Di Maculangan. Ala. Tara, kain muna tayong pizza.
Oh, wow.
Tatagalan nito. Birthday naman ni Boom Gonzales. Eh.
May handa.
Pag hindi naganda yan, lagot yan.
Oh, wow.
And PLDT wins out in the protracted extended play.
With that block kill, PLDT ending the 7-0 run here by Kurashiki Ablaze.
And the serve will belong to Mika Reyes. And she's waiting the cue from referee Jocelyn Del Rosario. 17-9. Nasa snail space and scoring ng PLD. Alanganin. Asaka says sorry. Back row, Saki gets to it. Let's do it again. Asaka says, ganito yan eh. And they succeed this time around.
Asaka going straight to Ceballos in that spike.
And Tamaro Asaka already with a 20-point game. So much separation between Kurashiki and PLDT in this third set. Unlike that second set where PLDT took it at 25-23. Shima with the serve.
Oh, wow.
Perfect angle by Honey Rose to Dino.
Sabi niya, kung kaya din ni Asaka, kaya ko din. Nag-attack one more time. Papunta ulit sa atin.
Yes. That's a big one. Herbacio. 18-10. That could have been playable, but ricochet is out. New player on the floor for Kurashiki, that is Momoka Yamashiro rather. Momoka has Momoka at the back of her jersey.
Yamashiro Momoka, serving for Kurashiki Ablaze.
Her serving play. Palo! She get it? Yes, it is.
And that came from a perfect first pass. Again, first pass usually gets converted to a effective kill.
Tapos pag mabilis pa yung pass at malinis, wala na hilo na yung depensa. Saan pupunta ito? Eto, tinaas ni Momoko. Yes, the pass. Yukino Yano tried their best, but didn't have the right wrist action. PLDT comes within 7. Tobino whips it over. Oshima. Oh, well done. Combination play. Perfectly executed by the Japanese.
Ayun na nga, perfect pass means hilo-hilo ang blockers ng kalaban. Look at that perfect execution. Nobody there for PLDT.
Tayo, di alam natin kung sino papalo. Takot-tako eh. Number 17, the Japanese side is on the floor for the first time. That's Mihaya Hata.
Takeo Okuda, serving.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Coach Suzuki enjoying that.
Serving. Okuda.
Mendres, by the way, is in the game already for PLDT. She's nursing an injury, actually. In the meantime, this is long.
Ball is out. There's a challenge.
22 to 12. The lead is 10 points. The 21-12, there's a challenge, though.
Number 2, block. PLDT.
PLDT asking for a block touch again. Fiora Ceballos consistently hitting high there, trying to find the fingertips that would give her that point. Here we go.
Ito.
Successful block touch there. Point for Fiora and the PLDT High Speed Hitters.
Is successful. Point for serving.
Hey, Samonte will see action, which has been a while since he's seen the playing court.
Jules Samonte, serving for PLDT.
Jules Samonte, who's also part of that national team squad who went to Indonesia. But a miscue there between her and Mendres for that floor defense. Point goes to Kurashiki Ablaze.
And also Santos, so very quick action. So Coach Rald also is trying to use his second unit as well. He's probably thinking of the fourth set also. Resting his veterans. Same thing with Coach Suzuki on the other end, actually. Japanese 3 points away. That goes through the block. Curls over. Arado is there. Here's the ball with Ceballos saying, why is this returning to me? Let's go to the back row, says Mika Reyes. Here comes the touch. Here's Samonte with a hand on it. Kept in play by Di Maculangan. Sabi ni Piole, bakit babalik ng balik daw? Iniwan na kita. Arado with steady arms. Sige, magkagulo. Kayo dyan, sabi ni Piola. Walang papalo. Arado. Di Maculangan. Yes! Sabi ni Piola.
For 5th times the charm. Fiora Ceballos being one of the only 2 attackers in the front row. Persistence is key.
Sa tigas ulo. Balik ng balik eh. 22-14. Hindi man nakita eh.
To the High Speed Hitters.
But the defense of the Japanese was airtight until that last moment when it broke. Mintis, but hindi nakapitalize ng PLDT. They were caught unawares, actually, by the flow of the ball there. Japan will have the serve. Kurashiki Ablaze. The meantime, Asaka comes back in. Pomoka darts out. 23-14. Ablaze trying to finish the job here in this third playable. Into the corner, that's check ball. And we arrive at set point in favor of Kurashiki Ablaze. Andres, di makulangan. Asaka. Hello, nakatalikod si Reyes, hindi niya nakita. And I think we're done. At the end of 3, it's a 2-1 lead by Kurashiki Ablaze of Japan. They take this third set after losing the second. Don't forget, new streaming experiences also await you via the Filipinas Live app. Download it now and subscribe for as low as 99 pesos per month. So, Kurashiki Ablaze, we're back to their winning ways with a 25-14 edge in that third seed.
Here are your highlights for that third set na madaling ipinanalo nitong Kurashiki Ablaze as we close it out to 25-14 score matchup there. Once again, better ball control on the side of the Japanese squad. Samantalang PLDT naman, medyo nagkagulo in terms of their setting up plays and their first ball passes. And again, Asaka with more percentage on that attack kills. And just look at that once again, just like it's set number 1, set number 3, sinara ng kanilang ace spiker na si Asaka. So look at the attack points as you see the disparity, 20 points as to only 11 for the PLDT High Speed Hitters. Block points, lamang ng isa, samantalang aces, lamang naman ang Kurashiki Ablaze. Little bit more errors on the side of the PLDT High Speed Hitters. That's why at 25-14 ang talaan ng set number 3.
So So the burden is on PLDT. The question they may have to answer is how much longer shall we keep our slim chances making it to the finals alive? They're at 2-2 in the count. Creamline is already in.
Yes.
Kurashiki Ablaze with a win here will also march in.
I think with our situation right now, there's a higher chance, if not they are already in the finals slot here. Talking about Kurashiki Ablaze, since during the pregame, PLDT had to win this game in 4 or 3 sets. But right now, they're down by 2.
Hey, that was a nice piece of politeness to the referee. Did you notice that? The Japanese players turned around and showed their numbers on the back to the referee.
I noticed that before the the match started.
And they, as if saying, Rep, tama ba pwesto namin? Is this okay?
And we're making it so much easier for you to see the jerseys.
Yes, sir. In the meantime, first point of the board is up for PLDT. Now, what has PLDT got to do to play differently to make it more to their liking here in this 4th set?
Definitely a better first ball there. May it be from reception or from defense. Again, you can really tell the difference when you watch these two teams. Kurashiki Ablaze with so much control, even if their bodies or their teammates are already out of position or out of system. Talagang nadadala pa rin nila ng tamang pwesto yung bola to their setter. And that's why it's so much easier for them to set up plays. Samantalang PLDT, I think in one of the timeouts that Coach Rald called, tama naman na nakakagawa sila ng play, pero yung execution nga ng palo, diretso sa dumidepensa or diretso sa block, kaya hindi makaubra itong PLDT.
Kyla Kingsu has a report.
Well, PLDT was unfortunately not able to carry their momentum into that 3rd set, but you can bet that it will serve as a great wake-up call for them to play with greater urgency. Now, I asked Kath Arado earlier on what a chance for a finals appearance would mean to her and her girls, and she said that nakaka-overwhelm talaga because it would be a first for many of them, but a consistent reminder daw of Coach Rald ay wag isipin ang outcome and focus lang on what's right in front of them. Coach Rald says that their fate will depend on each and every single effort they make. Kaya from this point forward, you can expect to see that extra commitment and intention into every serve, dig, and block to hopefully extend this to a 5th set. Now let's go back to enjoying this exciting matchup, which you can experience better through the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Now back to you, 7Z.
Thank you very much, Kyla. Now, I'm going to ask C about chances, even as Mika Reyes spoke. PLDT have to win in 3 or 4 sets. So the situation right now is it's kind of complicated. The thing that they can do now is to win the game. Are they out of it already for the championship? It does look like that.
It does look like that, but so far right now, unblemished record here for Kurashiki Ablaze with 3-0 right now. Should they lose this, it will be 3-1. Kurashiki PLDT with 3-2. So I think it would still depend on the outcome of the last semifinal game day. Oh, right now we got a real-time update on the poll in Pilipinas Live. Which player will score the most today? Set number 3, we had Asaka with 68, while Ceballos with 32.
Okay, at the end of this game, regardless of how this turns out, we'll take a look at the team standings and we'll have pressure. But I want to understand it also with Z, and we'll try to sort this out because volleyball has its own idiosyncrasies, nuances in the way you arrive, and the set count is going to matter here. In the meantime, huli, pero out. And Kurashiki Ablaze is ahead by 2. They lead in the set count, 2-1. Itong si Oshima, such a cool setter.
Yes.
No, nothing seems to bother her.
Actually, lahat sila, napansin ko parang mapa-point, mapa-error, or puntos ng kalaban. They seem to be unfazed as compared, you know, how we get so emotional. But look at that, Royce Tubino avoiding her blockers.
And right away, Oshima was giving out the signals for the next plays that they will execute as she gets. Malibasan ni Asaka Tamaru.
Honoka,
She made the switch, but her hands were not open. Watch this out.
Honoka blocking that
Oo nga.
ball of flight.
Ito sa harap.
Yeah.
Na-distract ka. The classic, yours ba o mine? Alam mo naman sa volleyball, walang yours eh. Arado scraping the floor again. Tubino, very tough. Angel Regalo being played out pa rin. That's long. But check ball, says referee Del Rosario.
Saki there. But see, again, scrappy defense by Japan, but still able to put better control there. Still able to set up Saki, who's now in front and converting it to a point.
Battle at the net. Tobino. Outside, very hard angle to work with.
Tubino trying that down the line hit again, but this time going a little too out.
Not really her specialty. When it's the cross-court shot,
Oh yes, nakita natin yun kanina.
mas kumpiyansa siya dun eh. Pero yung down the line, medyo something to work on pa rin. Tingnan mo. Oh, tinaas. Palomata with a fingertip on it. To the other end. Dimakulangan, one hand on it. Tubino. Oshima. Pipe attack. They rarely do that, but they connect. We arrive at the technical timeout. Kurashiki Ablaze is ablaze at 8-5. Glad you're back with us here at the Phil Sports Arena. We're winding up our semifinal round, and right into the weekend we will have the finale. In the meantime, a battle between the liberos.
With a Dragon Ball Z reference there, the ultra electromagnetic dig. Look at that. We got Kauro versus Arado, 11-19. Kitang-kita natin kanina, palitan lang ng perfect digs and receptions as well.
And the first technical time.
In the meantime, excellent graphic there. Uh-oh, hello. On to success. Now, let's put things in perspective. If Kurashiki Ablaze wins this right now, right here,
Yep.
they're going to meet Creamline in the finals, with still that game to play tomorrow.
That's right. Again, I think both of those teams still has to play their last game tomorrow. Kung manalo today si Kurashiki Ablaze, it's them and Creamline who will have the 4-0 record. So talagang, I think regardless of the outcome tomorrow, they will be the ones competing in the finals.
Because the chances of PLDT hinge though. a 3-set or 4-set win. But I think what your mindset should be here if you're PLDT, since you're very much close here, try to win this game no matter what.
Again, I think it might go down to the quotient system
yeah.
because there might be 3 teams that will
They
share that.
tied.
A 3-way tie between, I guess, Signal, PLDT, and F2.
Referee Del Rosario saying it's an overreach. You don't hear that every day. You don't see that every day. All players try to do that, but try not to get caught. Ceballos. Off the block. Rather reaches for it. Back row attack is perfect.
Palitan ng pipe attack dito between these 2 teams. This time, Tubino clocking in 1 attack point from the back row.
And count that as point number 20 for
Wow.
Honey Royce Tubino. You know, she should develop that pipe attack of hers. Huh? It will make her even more deadly. Oh, Morente as steady as ever. Ceballos sends it long, very long. Challenge ba? Yeah, may net touch ang sense ng coaches. The players can help, no?
Yes.
In creating the challenge if they feel that coaches may have missed this. And we will allow the video guys to make the decision for us here. And there's a referee that also looks at this. Miss ko sa VNL yung Korean referee. The tall woman.
Oh,
Yeah, I forget her name, but
how come?
she disciplines all those noisy Europeans.
Oh, yes, I remember.
She puts her hands out and she...
Like when they try to argue, especially Nimir,
Yeah.
who's so passionate every time he talks to the officials. But here we go.
Ito. Manipis. Ay, ang nipis-nipis.
Was there a touch?
Manipis, ha? Parang wala.
No.
Alam mo, darating ito, abutan mo to. Itong net, magkakaroon ng buzzer or something.
Pag nahawakan.
May microchip na.
Ah.
Patay ang bola. Makita mo. Sa tennis nga, ang ano na yan, no? Medyo yung sa football, di ba? Yung offside. Na tinawag against New Zealand. Nipis. Technology. Ceballos in the meantime, back to volleyball. Pwede pa yan, sabi ni Fiola. Oshima. Nabasa ni Fiola. Ay, double contact.
Rhea trying to push Mika away from that second ball. Kaso napakalaki nitong ni Mika Reyes.
Alam mo, sino ba tinawagan ng double contact? Si Mika,
Mika,
na.
yeah.
Alam mo, when you don't get to do that often or wala ka, you're not properly squared, hirap gawin yung overhead toss.
Set, yeah.
Yung mga setters, master na nila yan, palambutin yan eh. Yan o. Daliri lang talaga eh.
Oh, wow.
Oshima. Back row at work. Mika fakes. Ceballos strikes. Oshima fly. Nakita yung ang bilis magbasa ng butas ng Kurashiki Ablaze.
Yukino seeing that empty spot. Donut hole on the side of the high-speed hitters.
Time to listen in. We got a timeout at 12:08.
Receive. Okay naman. Makayanin yan ha. Wala tayong choice eh. Pag ni-receive, bibigyan para talaga. Dulo pa rin yan ha.
Kapitan mo siya, iwan mo ako dito sa akin.
Magkaya lang ang musap, usap tayo ante. Go.
Wala na. PLDT!
Got the head coach of Kim Bakbaknin there watching, looking on to this match. Mamaya, lalaban sila kontra Signal HD Spikers.
Medyo hindi pa nanalo ang Kinbak in 3 outings. But, you know, hindi mo mamatahin yung Vietnam. Tayo, hirap tayo dyan sa Southeast Asian Games eh. Ceballos. Gets it to bite on the floor and makes it 12-9. Ceballos has already scored 15.
Again, hitting high, getting a deflection from her blockers right there.
You know, I like this stepping out conference of Viola Ceballos back in the warm embrace of indoor volleyball. Not that she misses outdoor. That is outside. Pero siyempre, no, G, alam mo ito, no? Iba yung disiplina, iba yung nuances ng beach volleyball, iba yung,
Oh, yes.
iba yung challenges. No?
I would always say it's an entirely different sport altogether. Masabi mo ng beach volleyball siya parehas, pero it's a completely different discipline.
Mas maliit ang bola, meron certain shots that you can do there.
It's more cerebral.
Dalawa lang kayo.
The terrain.
Ay, dapat may tawag na doon na hindi tumawid. Pero sabi ni referee Del Rosario, tuloy kayo.
Asaka.
Same. Same. You rarely see them complain. But there was that moment na I think hindi tumawid. Santos will return for PLDT. This is Erica Santos wearing number 10. He usually darts in and out of the game for Coach Raul.
High leaper as well. And I think she's very efficient coming off the bench too.
Ooh, good cut serve. Reverse. Nako, touching the net.
Na-jinx ko. Sorry, Erika.
Oo. Nabuelo eh. 15-9. Kurashiki Ablaze beginning to make giant steps towards the finish, not just tiptoeing here. This serve handled well by Fiola. Finger on it by Mika Reyes.
Oh, wow.
Fireball. Regalo! Perfectly hit. And Heronka with a total of 9 points. 16-9, second technical, ceasefire.
Matches to wrap up our semifinal round. Tomorrow, Friday, July 28th, here at the Phil Sports Arena. Join us.
Okay, 16-9 is the count at the second technical timeout. Kurashiki Ablaze is ahead in the set count, 2-1, trying to seal the deal by entering the finals against Greenline. Even if there is still a scheduled game for them tomorrow, maiksi talagang tournament, ano? Malamang. Pag nanalo ang Kurashiki, preview of the finals.
Yes. It's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna play that last game, given na parang no bearing siya in a sense. Are they gonna try to put their full-on starting six to learn the tendencies of the game, or magtatago ba sila ng players, ng plays?
Masanay ito Kurashiki. Ang ingay ng Greenline fans.
Oh,
Sigurado yan.
correct. Although they have gotten their own share of fans playing out here and seeing how well they've been playing. Sabi nga natin, minsan pag dumadayo dito ang mga Japanese team, parang home team din.
Bukod sa marami ring Hapon na nakatira dito sa Pilipinas, they come out to the games regardless of sport. May mga followers who love volleyball, who follow the teams on social media. Kuminsan ako, wala aminin ko, mas marami silang alam kaysa sa akin. Samantala, ako naman nagsasalita lang. Oh, buhay pa, sabi ni Fiola. Huwag kayong nagmamadali. Kaya ko yan. Hello, Mika Reyes. Ready to that.
Mika Reyes manning that net quite well. As we know, Oshima has a huge tendency of putting that ball over on two.
Talagang gusto niya ito eh. Sabi ni Mika, ito gagawin mo. Basa ko yan.
We got a cheer meter live from the Pilipinas Live app. So far, PLDT with 64% lamang na lamang kontra Japan with 36. Sana marinig ng inyong high-speed hitters ang inyong mga cheers. But so far, humahabol, ginagapang ang pataas ng PLDT itong set number 4.
Official score 17-11 as Fiola Ceballos, who's had a good game, sends it into play. Oshima to the other end. Alanganin. Ginawa ng paraan. Arado makes it a set. And Santos is foiled.
Kurashiki system really works for them. Look at that. Tsaka hindi ko sila napapansin gaanong nagsiswing block. Yung blockers nila really just takes one step to the left, one step to the right.
I say this is a compliment. To si Erica Santos, even if a generation passes, life is unfair. She will always look like her college picture, graduation picture. You know?
It's the Asian genes.
Oh, yeah. In the meantime, Kurashiki Ablaze.
Isa pang ageless volleyball player. Mapapanood natin mamaya. Rachel Andakis.
Buhok lang nagbabago.
Parang mas bumata pa with her short hair and braces. Sabi nga nila, Sir Zev.
Masipag din kasi
Yes, even her
workout.
form.
Yung from her FEU days, halos pare-pare. Ano nangyayari habang naglilinis ng sahig yung ating kaibigan? Housekeeping. Score, 19-11. Serve ni Akane Hiroka. Ganda. Yung makulangan. Lusok.
This time, Mitch Morente. Back to her usual form. Laging nagpapacheck on that right front spot. Another point for the high-speed hitters.
I failed to mention number 13, Miho Kawamura, is on the floor for the Japanese. Good switch, and it's a check ball.
Back-to-back points there for Mitch Morente. One of her breakout years this year, going back to indoor volleyball and finding a home with high-speed hitters.
You know, I cannot forget the story in Santa Rosa. She was there. She was going to see some friends after the games there. She had no team at that time. And she told me diretso, "Sir, baka may team ka, kunin mo ko." You will get a player like Mitch Morales. Two-way player, offense-defense.
Yes.
Shima, runner, rare. That does not cross over.
I think she was expecting a little bit longer set there. Medyo tagilid na yung katawan niya as she approached for that ball. But still, lamang pa rin ng Kurashiki Ablaze.
Tamaro with 28 points.
Wow.
Another, looks like could be a 30-point game. Oshima. Net touch indeed, and PLDT ends up losing that point. Wako is going to be in at the setter position for the Japanese side. Kurashiki, a city in Japan. Their city is the home team na nag-aalaga sa kanila. Like most professional sports in the world. In the meantime, Tobino on course. Hirap ng angulo. Naitaas, lumusot yata sa ilalim.
Our first referee, Jocelyn Del Rosario, seeing how, was it Wako or Asaka crossing that center line?
Pag nag-referee ka pala sa first, yung pati ulo mo sumusunod doon sa bola. No?
Yes.
Tinitingnan mo.
The best view to see whether there's an infraction or not.
Wow. Topino marks that cleanly. Here comes PLDT roaring on the home stretch of this set, trying to stay alive here.
A 6-1 run here by PLDT. Although Kurashiki is still up by 3 points. Let's see if they can catch up and equalize it here in set number 4.
Wako makes it a set. Valamata turns and digs it high. Tobino with a cut. Tracked down neatly by Japan. Here's the push to the back row. Morente is right there. Hello!
Pati cheerleader dito sa loob ng Phil Sports Arena. Lumalakas na para sa PLDT. Let's see that one more time. Rhea Ben Makulangan. Again, getting her own share of attack points here as we saw it kanina pre-game.
And nakakainis kung kalaban ka kasi ninitian ka pa eh, di ba? But that's her nature. Arado with a somersault, sayang for PLDT. Wow. Catch shaking off the sting of that curl on the floor, but she continues to smile. Parang siya si Heidelin Diaz, eh. yung smile.
Always smiling.
Unless binubuhat yung barbell, pero ito si Kat, such an industrious libero. Coach Suzuki, as cool as ever. 21-18. Tobino. Medyo mishit. If you heard the ball, it sounded like a mishit, but there was an open space, so it didn't matter.
Tobino, way to avoid her blockers.
Yes. And maybe that caused that mishit sound. Yung adjustment na binabanggit mo, Z. Samantala, here's Tobino serving. PLDT down by just 2. It's off the block. One-handed pickup by Fiola. Here comes the cut shot by Di Makulangan. Wako. That's off 2 blockers. And no problem that time for Tanabe. Tanabe has 13.
Wait for Wako to find Saki behind her, putting the ball away.
Kawamura's serve in play. Medyo nagkagulo ng konti ang PLDT. Kept in play nonetheless by Yano. The strike by Yano is neutralized. Wako recalibrates the dink. It is kept in play. Tanabe says, why is it still here? And Yano, her shot in play. Ceballos rejected. Nowhere to go.
Saki back-to-back points here. One from the attack. In the last sequence, and here's a kill block.
Mayan Mendres appears, pulls out Fiola Ceballos. Kurashiki closing in on the final point, but Valamata says, wait, sir, I'm not yet done. Uzon sees action.
Again, that has been the weak spot of Kurashiki Ablaze. Every time a middle blocker is serving and playing defense, usually the middles of PLDT would find that odd spot there on the left back corner.
Mendres, Wako, propelled backward, and this shot is long. And look at this, PLDT knocks at the door. Here the tail
following the line, not going too far away from the lead by Kurashiki.
Wako. It's returned to sender. Wako in play nonetheless. Yano is hard at work. Mendres, her shot. Played around with by the Japanese side. Yano is still there. Kept airborne that time by Hiroka. Yano. 1-point game.
3-0 run here by PLDT at the tail end of set number 4.
Japan will challenge.
There's a challenge on the floor.
But the head coach Hideo Suzuki still looks pretty calm for what's been happening here on the court.
Parang hiya pa mag-challenge. Alam mo sa Asian context, ang tagal yung challenge. Hindi tayo nagcha-challenge sa mga referees. Yung mga Europeans, akal na akal.
Yes.
Mga Latin Americans. Sige na nga, lagyan na nga natin ng challenge para magkaayos-ayos na tayo.
It's because not all challenges are acknowledged. Sometimes the referees can overrule it. But here we go. Was there a block touch? Oh.
Challenge is unsuccessful. Point and serve.
1-point game.
Anino ng bola. Ng daliri, rather. Nasa bola. Here we go. What a nail-biter of a finish here in the
what a
sport. Let's
serve.
see what happens here. Ah, nabutasan.
First court shot. Sake.
And we arrive at match point.
Here we go. Match point.
Number 16. This is Saki Kanabe. Morente. In makulangan, Mendres. Kept alive. Takahashi, hard at work. Mendres cuts it up. And PLDT continues to stay alive.
Look at that man, Mendres. Still putting in quality minutes here in set number 4.
Sayaka Tanida is on the floor wearing number 4. Crucial serve. De Makulangan. Gets it to sail in. Looks like an overpass. Alanganin, Regalo, Morente does not fully hit it. Ah! Close, tight, and we're done.
Akane puts a period on that. Kurashiki Ablaze winning this game in 4 sets. Look at that, out of system as a middle blocker going for that kill and that right front side of the court.
And they will send themselves into a showdown with Creamline for the championship, really. Short and sweet championship, actually. But there's still that game tomorrow, and a delicious game, I might say. Served well like sushi and sashimi. And PLDT, with a great account of themselves, they did not fold that easily. They fought until the very end, see.
That's right, gaining enough momentum for that championship match. I mean, one thing they could do as well is treat it like a best-of-3 series.
Yeah. And in the meantime, Final Score will live this game and all PVL games and stories anytime, anywhere on the Filipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. You know, you like the conference of PLDT. They had some big games, big wins, some stats and some features.
Well, we got 3 sets to 1 in favor of the Kurashiki Ablaze, 25-15, 23-25, 25-40, and 25-23. Still, PLDT got to push it further, but now we'll have our player of the game for this match. Of course, their team captain and first setter, Oshima Kyoka, well, distributing the plays there, making sure everybody is optimized and activated for that match. Talagang,
That's the most abused word, di ba? And let's take a look at how the standings will look going into the final schedule tomorrow. Take us through this, please.
actually, itong Creamline Kurashiki with that 4-0 record are playing tomorrow for the last day of the semifinal round. But again, they are the ones who have secured the slot in the finals happening on Sunday. Samantalang game number 1 naman bukas, itong between F2 Logistics and Kin Bakbaknin, who are still fighting for that spot for the battle for third matchup for Sunday as well.
Yes, and we're not yet done with the semifinals. After tomorrow, we'll sort it all out. So, in behalf of Zia Basho and our friend Paella Kinsu, thank you for joining us. And again, happy birthday, Boom Gonzalez. Yun din ang sabi ni Direk Alneri. Thank you for joining us. That's coming up. Don't go too far away.
HD spikers. Everything working for them like a well-oiled machine.
Marami na kaming mga missed chances na pinakawalan. And I don't want to feel that kind of feeling again.
We come together as one ngayong conference.